What is going on, everybody? It is We Game On Night, and we are back with another episode of the MMA and Boxing Show. And today we got some really interesting news about the state of Tom Aspinall's eye surgery. And we got a special guest in studio to actually give us some of the tea, so to speak. Skip the intro. Let's get straight to the info. And before we start off, we're just gonna show you a quick clip of something that Tom Aspinall went and uploaded on his own social media. This will pretty much be the topic of discussion for the entire video. So keep an eye out, stay tuned, and I'll be right back, guys.
Haters are gonna hate. I'm just thinking about my health at the minute, to be honest. I'm not even thinking about any of that stuff, because you got to like take one step at a time, don't you? Plan is to go back and beat the living daylights out of Cyril Gann. That's the plan. That's the plan. But by the time this is going out, they probably have had surgery on one side already. Next surgery's coming mid-January, so we're working towards getting back, and that's the plan.
All right, so that was a really good update from Tom Aspinall, but there's always a but in the situation. A lot of media members, even a lot of fighters, a lot of fans started to give Tom Aspinall a lot of backlash following his UFC 321 fight with Cyril Gann, where he was poked in the eye. So following the fight, a lot of people were a bit weary on if Tom Aspinall could have actually continued on with the fight. Maybe he could have, maybe he couldn't have. None of us were in there, so we really can't be the ones to judge. But that did not stop a lot of people from expressing their opinion. One person whom we're going to highlight here in just a second, who wanted to express their opinion, is none other than Jon Jones, the greatest MMA fighter on the planet. And as we all know, Tom Aspinall has been petitioning for a fight with Jon Jones. Just didn't come to fruition, but let's see what Jon Jones had to say about the whole situation.
His last situation with Cyril Gann, he gets poked in the eye. Normally you see fighters that are doing this number, or trying to get the doctor to look at it, and actually initially the doctor's just like, he seems fine.
Yeah.
And Tom's like, no, I can't
see. And the ref was like, hey, don't say that, take some time.
The guy wasn't trying to see. The guy didn't want to see.
He was covering his eyes, like, I can't see.
And then another thing was, like, the eye that he was covering appeared to be the eye that actually didn't get penetrated. One eye finger goes all the way underneath the eyelid. The other eye, it was on top of the eyelid. And he ends up grabbing the eye where the finger was on top of the eyelid. So I don't even think Tom really knew which eye was supposed to be more compromised. He just knew that he had been fouled, and it was his way out. So, I mean, I still think Tom's an amazing athlete. I think he's a great fighter.
And there it goes. Wise words from Jon Jones. Jon Jones may not be a believer of Tom Aspinall and his current situation with his ongoing eye injury. Now, me personally, I'm no eye doctor, I'm no specialist, but today we actually do have a specialist in studio, and his name is Lee Dong-ik out of Korea. He's got some really good information, some really good updates for us about the state of Tom Aspinall and his his eye injury. So let's just get right to the specialist. Hey Lee, how you doing, man? Can you go and introduce yourself to the people and tell us your story?
Hi, I'm Lee, Korean YouTuber and retina specialist. I have something to tell you about Tom Aspinall's ocular surgery. Yesterday, Tom uploaded the picture about his surgery. So I felt something wrong because the picture that he got surgery was LASIK, very simple surgery to correct myopia. It usually takes 5 minutes. Very simple surgery. A lot of young Korean guys get this LASIK or LASIK surgery to correct their myopia. Only for cosmetic issue. So I wonder that Tom Aspinall got this LASIK surgery for cosmetic issue or other issues, or to make people be quiet about his, some issues about his eye ocular damage.
Oh wow. So I won't lie, Lee. Those are really bold accusations to call Tom Aspinall a liar. So, I mean, can you give us a bit more breakdown of the actual procedure, or give us a bit more detailed explanation on why you would actually call Tom Aspinall a liar? I just want the people to have a bit more clarity on what you're talking about.
So I can search about the surgical machine in Google. So that machine was Mel 90, made by Zeiss, a very big famous company. So I think, well, it's a big mistake because a lot of people can know and think that Tom Aspinall is a liar because he insisted that he got severe damage because of thumbing. Yeah, it was it was bad actually, but even though thumbing was really bad, but his eye is okay because LASIK is not for trauma. LASIK is for correcting myopia. So
Wow. So yeah, I definitely get you there. So explain one thing. So what you're saying is basically the surgery that Tom Aspinall had displayed on his social media didn't have anything to do with surgery for a traumatic experience. Is that correct? And also he did release some photos where he had really bloodshot red eyes. Could you also explain that and get into that photo that Tom Aspinall uploaded on his social media?
because a lot of people can know what the fact is, because his surgery is not severe. It's very simple surgery to correct myopia, not for damage. And well, the red eye is simple irritation after LASIK or LASIK surgery or subconjunctival hemorrhage. It's a red eye. That's all. His red eyes will be recovered within maybe 10 days without, any treatment. Yeah. So it's normal, normal, very simple irritation sign. So when he blogged about his medical certificate 2 or 3 months ago, there is no other issue or trauma without Brown syndrome. So Brown syndrome is some damage to ocular muscles. So in this case, he cannot. There is no surgery for Brown syndrome immediately, because if he gets surgery earlier, maybe it can make his eyes harm, irreversible damage. So there is only, two choice. One was, to get injection, low concentrated steroid or normal saline water. That's all. And the other is, stay calm and keep watching. That's all. Yesterday, he blogged some pictures about his LASIK surgery. And today, he also uploaded the picture about his red eyes the one day after surgery. It makes me smile, because if he keeps saying about his ocular surgery or ocular damage, it will make him a liar, or it will screw up his career.
This is interesting. So, let the people know, are you a UFC fan? Do you follow any combat sports? Have you been tapped in with what's going on with the sport outside of this situation with Tom Aspinall? Or are you only tapped in when it comes to, eye injuries, no pun intended, being that you're a specialist and whatnot?
So I was a big fan of UFC, but I'm disappointed with this situation, because he's a UFC heavyweight champion, but I hope that he stopped lying. His eye is okay. I'm a retina specialist. I spent almost 24 years for becoming a retina specialist, eye doctor. And I did almost 5,000 eye ocular surgeries. Actually, I was a fan of Tom, so I really hope that he can play game again, and well, stop uploading about your surgery. Your surgery is not a big deal. Of course, LASIK surgery will make you painful. You can feel like a hell, because LASIK surgery can give patients severe pain, but within 1 month, your visual acuity can be recovered. Actually, eye doctors usually do not believe, visual acuity. They believe only symptoms or signs, because the patient can insist that he is a blind or she is a blind. So eye doctors cannot believe it. Eye doctors can believe symptoms. So stop lying, Tom.
All right, so that was Lee Dong-ik, retina specialist from Korea, dropping some crazy information on Tom Aspinall's status of his eye injury. This is crazy. I just need a second to take all of this in. This is breaking news right here. I really want to know what do you guys think about this news? Drop a comment down below. Smash that like button. This is going to conclude this episode of the Boxing and MMA Show, but we will be back for more. We will be breaking this story down as it unfolds, and we will be providing you the latest and greatest news in the MMA and boxing culture, man. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button if you're new, smash that like button, man, hit that hype button if you can for your ball, and we out.